As of right now, 6-8 builds are some of the best builds in the game, and you might be asking yourself what's the best way to make it. Well, what I'm going to do is give you 3 different ways to make a 6-8 build so that way you can be competitive in any game mode. And the 6-8 build that I made is one of the best 6-8s in the game. You can get right to the rim and get some of the best finishes. And not only layups, this build's going to have a 91 drive and dunk. You're going to be able to dunk on anybody. And when you're isoing up and you get right past the defender, as soon as you touch that free throw line, you're going to be able to dunk. And you're going to be able to throw some of the best passes. You have enough pass act to get bounce loops, and you can even throw passes off the backboard. All these 6-8 builds feel totally gassed up. Every single one of them feel better than any build in the game. 6-8 is the perfect height. You can play defense and you can even play offense, and you get access to some of the best dribble six. So if you haven't made a 6-8 build, don't worry. I'm going to give you 3 different ways you can cook up a 6-8 so you can be competitive in any game mode this year on 2K. And if you've already made a 6-8 build, make sure you put your build in the comments. I'm trying to see what you cooked up. And a couple of things before we hop into this video. I gotta say right on, because we just hit 25,000 subs. So I gotta give a major shout out to everybody who has the post notice on and everybody who's been dropping subs on these videos. And if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you go down below and you hit that bell and turn the post notice on and you get subbed up. And so far in season 2, we've given away 3 season passes and a whole copy of 2K26. So if you want to enter in the season 3 giveaway, make sure you comment below. Alright, now it's time we get into these 6-8 builds we're going to be making so we can start cooking up. You want to max out the shooting ability on your 6-8, so the way to do that, you're going to have your wingspan set to the exact height of your player. Make sure you go to shooting guard and you're on 6'8 with the 6'8 wingspan. I'm going to give you 3 6'8 builds, and for build number 1, we're going to be going with the 92 mid. And that 92 mid range is going to be overpowered, especially on the 2s court. Nobody misses any midi fade as long as you have a high mid. And on top of that, you can shoot the ball from deep. You can shoot from anywhere. You're going to have an 89 3 ball. Then you're going to use 1 cap breaker to get the 3 ball to a 90. When you get that 3 ball to a 90, you get the best takeover ability in the game. You get access to deep bomber. So yes, these 6'8 builds are going to be the ones that can do everything that you're going to need it to do for the entire year. And for this build, we're going to max out the ball handle. We're not going to do the attribute method. And if you don't know what that is, you need to know right now. If you have a low ball handling attribute in the builder, what you can do is use your cap breakers to raise that like you had it up in the builder. We're going to do that on another 6'8 build, but for this build, we're going to go with the 71 pass sack and 86 ball handle and an 80 speed with ball. So that's going to give you access to handles for days, ankle assassin, and unpluckable. And what you can do is use a +1 and +2 to raise those badges. And on top of that, you get access to the Zach LaVine dribble style, and you get the Devin Booker step back. And for this build, what we're going to do is put the perimeter defense to an 85. That's going to get you access to off-ball pest, and we're going to get a challenger on this build. And then we're going to go with the 60 still. We're going to use cap breakers to boost that up, and we're not even going to use those attribute points when we're in the build. Once you use your cap breakers, you're going to get access to a gold interceptor and a silver glove. You're going to use a +1 on your silver interceptor once you upgrade. We already know you have to have a block if you have perimeter defense. The perimeter defense and block combo is so deadly. You're going to be able to get way more contests as long as you have a block. And you have a silver challenger. Make sure you use a +1 or a +2. Right here for your speed, make sure you have an 85 speed on this build. Make sure you have an 82 agility. Then you're going to use a cap breaker, and that's going to give you an 84. And as soon as you get 84, make sure you turn on Jalen Suggs. I'm talking about the Jalen Suggs motion style. That's going to turn your 6'8 insane. Then on this 6'8 build, when I said you can dunk on anybody, I absolutely meant it. We're going to go with the 91 drive and dunk. That's going to give you access to a Hall of Fame aerial wizard. But it's not even going to stop there. This build's going to have an 88 layup, so you get a gold float game. And with floaters being overpowered, use a +1 to get that to Hall of Fame so you can really start cooking. As soon as you make this build, it should come out as a 2-way 3-level creator. You're going to get comparisons to J.R. Smith, Tracy McGrady, and even Ray Allen. And the only weakness is going to be the steals, and that's when you use your cap breakers to take away the only weakness this build has. And that's going to be 6'8 build number 1. Now for 6'8 build number 2, one of the main things we're going to change is take down that drive and layup, and we're going to raise the strength. We're going to be looking for right here is the sweet spot. The 71 strength is going to be a sweet spot on the 6'8. That's because you can use a +2. As soon as you use that +2 to a movable forcer, what that's going to do is give you gold. And that's what gives you bumps and drains the other person's in. And we're even going to make up for what that last build didn't have. We're going to raise this still all the way to a 79. What that 79 still is going to do is give you silver glove and silver interceptor. And that's when you use those +1s and +2s to raise. So eventually this build turns into a lockdown defender as soon as you get your cap breakers. And you really don't even need that many. This build right here is the 6'8 build I would make right now if I had to go make a new build. So make sure you take a screenshot of the attribute. And no lie, this build came out with absolutely no weaknesses. And the build name even came out to be a 2-way 3-level shot creator. And on top of that, it had all A's on its report card with absolutely no weaknesses. So if you want to make a build with no weakness, make this build right now. And on this next build, what I'm going to do is show you the cap breaker method. You could have a low attribute and raise it all the way up. What we're going to do is be lowering the ball handle because that's so expensive in the builder. What we're going to do is have this ball handle set to a 67. On these 6'8 builds, the 67 ball handle is the sweet spot if you want to use the cap breaker method. And another important part is you have to have a 62 speed with ball. You're only going to use 4 cap breakers. You're going to get all the way to an 80 speed with ball when you get out of the build. And if you look at this build right now, we're at 96 overall, and it's the same exact build as we just made on the last one. But we have 3 total overall points left, so what are we going to do? How are we going to raise it up? I think one of the best things you can do on a 6'8 build to absolutely shut people down is have enough block and enough interior defense. defense. So instead of being a liability on the interior, what we're going to do is raise this block to a 68. That's going to give you access to a bronze high flying denier. But what's the point in block if you don't have any interior? Right now it's set to a 54. We're going to raise that all the way to a 74 to guarantee we get stopped. Now this build right here is really ready to cook up. You get access to way more defensive badges, and you can use your cap breakers, and you don't even have to worry about the ball handle. But major shout out to whoever found out about the cap breaker method and dropped it for everybody, because I've been cooking up brand new builds. The only weakness this build's going to have on its report card is going to be the ball handle, and that's because you haven't used your cap breakers to the ball handling yet. This 6'8 build's going to be called a two-way 3-level scorer. You even got compared to Kobe Bryant back in 02 and 03. Out of all those 6'8 builds, the one that I went with is right here. I went with the one with high layup. I like being able to be versatile and give out real buckets and not hoop like a spam. And on this build right here, what I did is I made it a lockdown defender. I put the cap breakers to the perimeter defense. And then just like I said, for build number 1, I used one cap breaker for the agility and one cap breaker for the 3-ball. This right here is every single option you get for a +2. You get the best badges in the entire game, and you can raise them all the way to Hall of Fame. Or what you can do is even add another gold badge to your build. You can go from bronze all the way to gold on one of these badges. Like I said before, this build has a high layup, so what I'm looking for is a Hall of Fame float game. If you have Hall of Fame float game on this build, what you're going to do is never miss a layup. And yes, you're seeing this right. I have legend set shot specials and a legend dead eye. That's how I'm able to shoot in everybody's face. I wasn't lying about that Hall of Fame float game. What we're about to do is take off high flying denier, and we're going to put our float game all the way to Hall of Fame. And as soon as I get these other +1s and +2s, what I'm going to have is one of the best 6'8 builds you can have in the entire game. And you can even make custom takeovers. What you can do is get access to a 95 speed with ball if you only bump your speed with ball. Or what you can do is turn into an all-around player. You can have the perimeter defense, the speed with ball, and the block. On these 6'8 build, it's not going to take long. Just do your shooting specialization. You'll have it done in maybe 1 or 2 seasons. I'm going to give you a bunch of gameplay from my 6'8, so make sure you lock it in and drop a comment if you made one of these builds.
Come on, Don. We need you here, Don. Word. It's good, D. Easy with me, D-dog. Come on. I hit Drizzy or what? Yes, sir. Come on. Bottom of the net. Dog, yes, sir. Join it. Come here. He tried to split the double team. No. 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 Come on. Bottom of the net, son. Look at him. Get him, big dog. Look at him. Look at him. I mean, of course, brother. Floater. Ah! Woo! 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 Woo!
Okay, guard that.
Hey! I just didn't know if I'd get it to you in time, Drizzy. Ah, fuck. It's alright. I gotta just spam middies. I'm a mid-range guy, man. I'm an old head. Other times it feels like it doesn't work right away. I don't know. Need to fix that mechanic. Like there? Yeah. See that quick stop? Felt money! Hey.